Hello, I'm Alan Ram, president and founder of Alan Ram's Proactive Training Solutions, and here's what's got me fired up today. Turnover. No, not that kind of turnover. This kind of turnover. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, U.S. car dealerships' rampant employee turnover is worsening. In fact, the 3-year employee retention rate at dealerships reached a new low last year. Here's the bottom line according to a recent study. Only 1/3 of all sales consultants are reaching the 3-year milestone. Let that sink in. Statistically speaking, if you hire someone today, you've only got a 1 in 3 chance that person will make it to the 3-year point. So why do people leave? Isn't it typically because they're not making any money? We tell them a bunch of great stories about how the sky's the limit in the automotive industry and you can do anything you want, but then we don't teach them what they need to do in order to be successful. They don't make any money, they lose confidence, not only in themselves, but the dealership as well. They panic and they quit. How many great people have we hired into this industry only to lose them because we dropped the ball when it came to actually teaching them everything they need to know in order to be successful? And then, rather than recognizing our organizational deficiency, we have the unfortunate habit of repeating our mistakes, or worse yet, blaming it on the person that we didn't train that didn't make it. It's our organizational obligation to train our employees. Yes, training. That is absolutely the key to stopping your turnover problem. Of course it's the answer. What did you expect me to say? If it's so obvious, and it is, why aren't we doing a better job of it as an industry? Why is training seen as optional? I've had more than one general manager and owner recently tell me that their manager wasn't really into training. Once again, that's a great statement to put to the say it out loud test. Say it out loud and see how ridiculous it makes you feel to say it. My manager isn't really into training. So is your manager into incompetence and underperformance? Because that's what you get when you don't train your freaking people. Training isn't in the budget? How much does it cost you in missed opportunities to not train your people? Is that in the budget? Let me keep this going. Recently, a lot of attention has been paid to people being shot by police officers. Now, calm down and pay attention to what I'm about to say, because if you get pissed off, it's because you weren't paying attention to what I said. I'm going to give you something different to think about when it comes to these issues that no one's talking about. There are times when deadly force is justified and other times when clearly it's not. We've definitely had a lot of clearly it's nots lately. Here's my take. Obviously, there can be more than one factor in play, and I'm not discounting any other factors. But here's one additional angle to consider. It's not the only angle, but it's an additional angle. I have a good friend of mine who is a former Marine sniper who works with a lot of police departments. He says that the underlying issue in many of these situations is poor training. When cities slash budgets and departments are forced to cut, the first thing they cut is training. And once they start cutting, they don't stop and they cut deep. At some of these departments, training has been cut back to the point where it's almost non-existent. And we're surprised we're having a problem? Of course we're having a problem. Whenever you don't make it a priority to teach people to do their jobs and do them the right way, you're going to have a problem. I can assure you that the departments that have the best training also have the least number of incidents. If you do in fact have a turnover problem, all I'm asking you to do is an honest assessment to determine if you're putting your people in the best possible position to succeed. The best organizations start training from day one and never stop. That's an absolute fact and no one can dispute that. If you'd like us to help you with a process to help you train your staff better, faster, and smarter, please call us at 866-996-4665. Thanks a lot for letting me get that off my chest.